I don't know what this dude kicking the video for.
He tweaking. What the fuck? That nigga tweaking. Hold on.
Woo! All right, everybody. This is your boy My Wand here at Dash Radio on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Today we got a hometown. I was gonna say hometown kid, but you a grown ass man, bro.
I'm a grown ass.
You've been out here making strides. MCM Raymond.
What's the deal, man? Thank you for having me, for real.
Bro, thank you for coming in, man. I've been seeing your name, for a minute now. I've seen it I remember. I think the first time I came across your name, my homie Rosecrans Vic had done something. I think maybe he put you on a playlist, or he might have done an interview with you. And it's the first time I saw it, And then when I listened to you, I was kind of thrown off at first just because the MCM. Yeah. So that's the first thing I just wanted to bring up. Has that confused people? Because I know what it stands for now. Many can't maintain. But you know what the...
I feel like, it did confuse people in the beginning because, the first thing you hear MCM, you thinking of the brand, or Man Crush Monday. I done got it a lot of times, but... when people actually heard the meaning behind it, they're like, oh yeah, that's a dope. Oh, you feel me? That's hard.
Absolutely, yeah. No, the music is dope. You fit in this. There's something happening here in LA. It's yourself, it's Bino, it's Blast, it's Wally the Sensei, Jason Cash. I can go down the list, bro. G Perico, Ramble, One Take J, Chike, Rucci. But there's something in the water out here where I feel like we're finally. I attribute it to we're finally working together as a town, but you're part of this renaissance of LA hip hop. Yeah. What do you attribute it to, or what would you say is responsible for this, renaissance we're having?
Man, I'm a type of artist, I like to work with everybody, bro. Not even just in the city. I just like to work with anybody that I know I could, make music with. You feel me? And I feel like that's what a lot of upcoming LA artists need to start doing, bro. Because like I said, we got other cities out here that's doing it, and they topping us. So it's I feel like this the first year where it's a lot of artists are putting their pride and ego down and really trying to, work.
Absolutely, because we seen it at Atlanta for the longest time, Free Young Thug. How many people did Young Thug put on, and then how many people did they go on and put on, Lil Baby, Gunna? Yeah. And so I love to see it here in LA. Just to see everyone working together, even on Many Can't Maintain, you got Remble, you got Chike, you got the city on there. But I gotta ask you, man, what would you say makes MCM Raymond different?
Man, just really, I feel like I just come with a different sound. I make my own beats too, so I feel like that's a plus too, because I don't really use the same beats that a lot of people do. So
absolutely.
I just feel like I'm just a different type of artist. You feel me? I feel like my flow is different too, and just I don't know, just everything that I'm about is just different. You feel me? It just makes the music stand out. You feel me?
Absolutely. You know what? Because before I asked you that right now, I was asking myself today, what is different about him? Because you are different. When I listen to your music, it's it feels like when I'm listening to Blast, Bino, Wally the Sensei, but it's a little different. Everyone's different. I'm not saying that they all sound the same, but to me, what makes you different, I think, is, I don't know, I think you were always in the streets, but it didn't seem like you politic too much. And so your music, you're not just politicking about the streets in your music.
I promote fun, that's the type of music I listen to. When I put in the car, I want to listen to something that's gonna make me dance. You feel me? If I'm with the homies or we with the homegirls or whatever, and we just going up, that's the type of music I listen to. So that's the type of music I try to promote out there, because I'm really cool with everybody from both sides. You feel me? And it's everybody know what's up with me. I don't really be into that politics.
Yeah, and even in the music, it's real positive. I don't know if I think that's the way to put it. When I listen to Wally the Sensei, a lot of times he's singing about his pain. Right. You know what I mean? 03 Flow is obviously a fucking banger. I can do that shit verbatim, word for word right now. But that song comes from a place of pain. It's him imagining, what Garrido, his situation's and him singing as if he's in that cell, kind of looking out the
Yeah.
window.
Right.
Your music seems to come from a place of like joy and appreciation and kind of like having a good time here in LA. It's like a different
Yeah,
side.
I feel like that's something we missing in LA. You know, it's too much shit going on in LA. So I just feel like, you know, I try to, you know, bring the positive out of LA and, you know, make motherfuckers drop down the violence for real. Like, let's all turn up. You feel me? Let's turn up the city.
Absolutely, man.
Everybody listen to us. Everybody fuck with us. So it's like, might as well just work with each other and let's turn it up.
Absolutely. You know what they say when the tide, what do they say? Like, rising tide, all boats rise or whatever. Like, it's just so beautiful right now to see the whole city come up. But you also have a unique upbringing, your story, just I should say. And I want to start this part of the interview by giving you a gift. So I do this thing where I give every artist an album. And I did a little bit of research. I made some calls. I talked to some people. I try to see, like, because you're like a different type of West Coast artist. So I didn't know which album to give you. I got it down to the artist. So I'm gonna let you pick between two of his albums.
All right, babe.
All right, tell me. I could be wrong, but I feel like you rock with this. You tell me, and you can pick between the two albums in there. Shout out to our people at Amoeba. I've been trying to get Amoeba. Man, I've been trying to get Amoeba to pay us.
Hey, on my yeah. Yeah, I fuck with Chris Brown heavy. You know, it's crazy. I have an autographed picture from Chris Brown. Like, I think I was like probably like 10 years old. My mom works with this lady that does like bro's clothing and shit. So like, he does like his wardrobe and everything. So I remember I had a picture like Chris Brown, and I think it was this one, high key, and he signed it and everything for me. But he misspelled my name though.
How did he spell it?
But I think it was like Maki or something.
Okay,
like,
because your name is a little different.
Yeah. So I was on the tip like, damn, but I still fuck with it. You feel me? It's Chris Brown. I fuck with Chris Brown.
No, and I feel like it fits because in a weird way, Chris Brown sings. You wouldn't think he's, you know, of the streets or kind of like, you know what I mean? You would think he's super soft, but he's not, right?
Yeah.
And then for you sing, but like I wouldn't think that you're, you know, of the streets too. And it's just like I think you guys have that in common. You know, he's more of a traditional singer. You're more of the modern day like rap singing.
Yeah.
I would say sing rapping. I think I wanted to make it a point to call you a singer as many times as I could
I
today.
know a lot. I didn't hear a couple shit like niggas be like he a rap singer or auto-tune singer. I feel like it's all like same element in a way. You feel me?
It is.
Harmonizing, so.
The one thing that gets me though, I saw on a couple blogs, is when they call you a rapper. Because to me, that's like, I'm not gonna say it's racist, but it's fucked up. Like, why you gonna call it you're singing? Every time I've heard you were singing. I think the only thing that leans it towards rap is a production, because the production's real, like G-Funk, West Coast, you know, heavy on those like West Coast sounds, like those mustard sounds. But how would you define yourself, singer or rapper?
I really feel like I'm an artist for real. Like, I do everything. Like, you know, I produce, if you ain't know too. I produce a lot of like hit records for myself and, you know, other people. So I consider myself an artist for real.
Okay, I love that answer. And I would say all the blogs going forward, we're gonna start with singer/rapper. Like if they're gonna put the rapper in there, I think they gotta put some respect. And no, you know what? As you just mentioned, producer too.
Yeah.
Because I know I've seen that. Everything I've read, it's, you know, spoke about you producing. You know, you produce records that you've been on, produce records that other cats have been on. Do you got anything in the chamber that's coming out that you produced? Something that's gonna like fuck people's head up?
I got a lot of shit that I produce. I feel like it's gonna really turn shit up for real.
Okay, because I feel like now that your project is out, and just in general, you've been bubbling over this past year. I remember there's like a few cats I really look at in LA, and when they're talking about an artist, I know something's coming. And one of those cats I used to work with him was Joey Fats. He told me about Blast.
It's crazy. I fuck with Joey Fats, man. Shout out Joey Fats.
Shout out Joey. He told me about Blast a minute ago. He told me about Caitlin 2 For Real a minute ago. And he posted you recently. And I remember I was like, oh yeah, okay, good thing I took this interview, because you know, you're for sure on the right path. But yeah, so I wanted to bring up as well, when I said earlier we're going to talk about your past. Your pops is a producer.
Yeah.
And you said he worked with Smokey?
Yeah, he
Robinson?
worked with Smokey Robinson, Barry Gordy. Like he worked with a lot of like legends.
Oh, he was on that Motown shit.
Yeah, he was working with a lot of legends. You feel me? That's how I really got into music too. Like when I was young, I used to go to the studio with him all the time, just just watch him.
That's what I read. You'd be up in there all night.
Yeah, I used to be with him. I remember we used to go to the studio at like probably like 2:00 p.m. and won't come back home till like 4 or 5.
Damn, yeah. I can't believe your mom's let you be there that late.
I feel like my mom, like, she allowed that to happen because she kind of, I feel like at an early age, like, they kind of could tell that I was into music for real. Like, you feel me? So I feel like she just allowed that shit to happen.
She was okay with it, yeah.
Yeah. I'm with Pops too, so it's like, you feel me?
True.
I'm in good hands.
Absolutely. Now, is Pops proud of you or is Pops jealous now? Like, fuck, you made,
Nah, he very proud. I feel like by me following his footsteps and actually really, going as far as I'm doing, he's hella proud. You feel me?
That's a beautiful thing.
This something that he probably wanted.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think in a sense, it takes a lot of times, especially in some shit like music, because people think this shit's easy. Like, people don't know how many years you've been grinding, releasing tracks, learning how to. You started producing at what, 12?
Yeah,
13.
Years old, yeah.
You've been working on your skill for 10 plus years now. So people assume this shit's easy, and I think a lot of times it takes somebody like your father to make as much progress as he did, and then hand you the torch.
Yeah.
To kind of take it the rest of the way. So do you still work with Pops?
Yeah. It's crazy because I was just with him yesterday, Labor Day. You feel me? He's still working. Like, that's the thing about my dad. Like, it don't matter what he's doing. He's still gonna go to the studio and make beats or whatever. Cause he working on his like personal music. So I really get inspired by him when I see him. How much he really be in the studio. Damn near have me in the studio. Like,
that's beautiful. So your Pops is still producing to this day.
Yeah, but he more like he more producing for himself, and then he has an artist too that he's working with too. So he's more like, working with him.
Okay.
So.
Has he produced any of your tracks?
Not yet. I'm gonna get him on some soon.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably get him on like maybe my next project or something.
Yeah, you got to. I think that'd be so dope because you rarely get that in hip hop. We had like Peter Guns and his son Corey Guns.
Yeah.
We had Nas and his pops did a record or two together. So that's like a rare thing in hip hop, and I think you gotta take advantage of that. It's like father like son shit. I almost thought about getting you that like father like son, Birdman and Baby.
Yeah.
But I was like, what if like you don't fuck with your pops? I didn't see his name on anything production wise.
No, I fuck with my pops, man.
That's a beautiful thing. Now your mom also was in music, right? Singer? Or she sang a lot?
There, she was really into acting. Like, she still acts to this day. Like, she be in hella commercials. I was in a Facebook commercial with her, like, when I was in high school and stuff.
That's how you got in that. I was gonna ask you how you got in that. I saw you speaking.
Yeah, I was in a Facebook commercial with her because I was high key getting into like a little acting a little bit, but I want to take music serious, so I high key put that away. But I'm gonna probably end up getting something going with that too.
Okay. Back in your acting gig, you saw Vince. Vince just announced he's doing a show loosely based on his life on Netflix.
Yeah, I seen that. I think I seen that yesterday on Instagram.
Yeah, I was so happy for Vince, dog. And so I think I just from what you're saying, I could see yourself kind of going down that path.
It's crazy. That's something I was thinking too, like doing like a little documentary or whatever. Like, how Lil Baby got his documentary out too. I haven't seen too. I gotta watch, but that's something I want to do in the future for sure. Like,
put out your story. Let people really know, MCM Raymond. Is there a short way to say your name? Do people just say MCM or?
Man, everybody be MCM Raymond. Like, I really don't care as long as you say both.
Okay, I was curious because I'm gonna say it in full. I'm gonna put some respect on your name every single time. MCM Raymond. Yeah. Okay, so project's been out for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Very cohesive. That's one of my favorite things with the project is there isn't one record that felt forced. Nothing felt out of place. You know what I mean? Like, I could hit play, and by the time the project's over, I'm like, oh shit, it ended, because everything kind of felt right. There wasn't like a, you know what I mean? but it is very West Coast, which I love.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a West Coast. I say this.
Man.
Let me start this by saying I love our fucking city. I
Man.
listen to G Perico, dog, every day. That's like one of my favorite people out. So I love West Coast hip hop, but I always like to ask cats from the West Coast, especially like you, Jason Cash, to me as well. His project, I could listen to it and say, oh, he is from LA. But are you planning on expanding your sound, trying, like trap beats or drill shit or something more pop?
It's crazy because I got some shit like that's not even West Coast. It's more like you could say like R&B maybe, but I do got some trap shit too on the way because I fuck with trap music too. I do that type of music too, but I just haven't really put it out there like that.
You say you got some R&B shit?
Yeah,
like
we got some shit. Yeah, we got some shit in the works.
Okay.
Yeah, we got some shit in the works.
That's exciting, because you've dropped a lot of work. You've dropped 2 full projects, gang of singles, but I've yet to hear like 100% pure R&B track. I might have missed it though. You might have dropped
like
something
the
I
beats.
missed it.
Like I know, like my beat selections, like that I've been putting out is more like West Coast. But I got some shit that's more on some like slower shit in the West. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's exciting, bro. That's super exciting. All right. Well, you're at a real special spot in your career right now where you're just like, I feel like it's all new as far as like, your numbers are out of here. The people following you on Instagram, like it's, verified cats now who are fucking with you. Like Joey, I think when Joey posted you, it just was how much he loved you.
It's crazy. Me and Joey been knowing each other for damn near like 2 years, a year now.
Oh, damn. How did you
Like, he been tapped in with me since like, I did this one song with King Most Wanted in my city.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like, he been tapped in with us for a minute. So, like,
Yeah, that's why I said he's one of those cats. Like him, ASAP Nast is another cat. If I see ASAP Nast wearing something, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be hard to find soon, So what's on the horizon for you now that the project's out?
Shit, I got videos actually coming out for the project besides the video I dropped 4 days ago for Come Back.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really just shooting videos, and then after this, the singles.
Okay.
Ready for the next roll-off for the next project.
Yeah. I think you gotta really shove this project down our throat though for a minute. I think it's still gone over a lot of folks' heads. You feel, because I still feel like it hasn't resonated with everyone yet. Because that's like that's a great project, dog. There's not really a skip on it.
Like with me, I know it's all about timing. You feel me? Like you just gotta. Like I'll be telling a lot of my homies too that's trying to get into this music shit. I'll be telling them like, bro, you just gotta be consistent. Mm-hmm. You gotta keep putting your name out there in people's faces, bro, as much as you can. Cause at the end of the day, people gonna end up tapping into your music later on if they not already.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about being consistent for real.
Absolutely. Now, how'd you get tapped in with Chike? Because I love that Rasta.
Yeah,
I love
Tyke,
AZ Chike anyway.
Yeah, I fuck with Tyke, man. Shout out my nigga Tyke. Man, me and Tyke, we been tapped in for like probably like 2-3 years. I had produced a song for him and King Most Wanted called Choosing Season. So that's how we built that relationship we got right now. We was at the video shoot, just, turning up and everything. Then, he ended up hearing my shit too. Like, he fucked with my shit too. So I just feel like it was just perfect timing. You feel me? Like, we was already fucking with each other and everything. So
it was literally perfect timing. Because I remember when I saw the project coming out, I don't know, what this dude kicking the window for?
He tweaking. What the fuck? That nigga tweaking. Hold on. Hey, son, what the fuck? Weird ass nigga. Hey, who this weird ass nigga at? Hey, what the fuck? Hey, you get that shit?
All right, we took a quick pause. So when I cut back and do the editing, we got a window here at Dash, and this is a message to the kids: don't do crack.
Yeah,
crack is whack.
No
that
crack
motherfucker
pills
was kicking the window.
That shit was wild. I ain't never. I mean, I have seen some crazy shit, but like that shit was wild.
Hey,
like,
dead ass. I thought he had beef with you. Because when he first walked by the window,
Hey, that's sick.
I wish I had a camera on that. I
on.
normally was funny, and in other interviews, I told Boogie this, Westside Boogie, I put a camera on the window and I call it the Chike cam. Because when I interviewed Chike, he kept looking at the girls walking by. So I'd be like, yo, Chike, tell me about the producers. And he'd be like, damn, she fine. Wait, what'd you say? So I used to put a camera
My nigga Chike, buddy, is oh my soul.
Oh, good.
And after 10 seconds in, looks at me and goes,
All right, we're gonna have the video. People are gonna see what the fuck went down.
Whoa, but that's some, I ain't gonna cap, like that's some TikTok viral shit, like he like.
Yeah, low key, bro. That might be how we go viral. Shit, hey man.
Hey, nigga, tune into the interview. Yeah,
Many can't maintain, dog. Out now. Many can't maintain.
Hey, that shit crazy.
Yo, you gotta get him on your.
Look, hey, I swear about this man right here be coming up with the most viral shit for.
Wait, we gotta shout him out.
Hey, shout out Playmaker, man. He really a playmaker out here, man. If you ain't know, you finna know.
I fuck with that. All right, let's get back to your. Oh, now we got the 6'6" security
he
outside.
About to knock some
he was
shit
on
out.
lunch, dude. Lucky he was on lunch. All right, so back to you, back to the music. My bad, we all got
Here we go.
distracted. So, projects out. You said you got videos you're dropping.
Yeah.
And I was saying that I really feel like you gotta make sure everyone really hears this project, dog, because it's so good, like cohesive,
right.
you know. And for it being your second, body of work, at least that I saw on Spotify. Damn, dog, you really put that motherfucker together.
I already took my time with this project. Like, I already have 3 projects on. My first project I had was called How to Tell 'Em Like This. It was like back in like 2018, 2017. You feel me?
My bad, I didn't see that. That's why you gotta do your research, kids.
It's really like all the songs that everybody like fuck with. Like, really that got me put on really was that EP. And I feel like this EP, I really took my time for real, because, I know a lot of artists out here, they just, slap songs together and shit and just put it out, you feel me? Just because, like, they don't really take their time and really, like, see if the songs go together after each other and everything. Like, I already took my time with this for real, so.
Thank you for that, dog, because you're right. I do feel like, I'm not going to say names because sometimes it might be the move, but a lot of projects are like that. They just are like, shit, I got all these songs made. Let me just put all these out. Fuck it, Right. You are so coordinated with this project, down to the cover art is what really grabbed me, and I got to give you props for that, because like you said it yourself. You got the hardest cover art in all of LA.
Oh man, I feel like it, bro. I just feel like I do. You feel me? If people disagree, they gonna disagree, but you feel me? That's my opinion. I just feel like I got the hardest cover art.
I think it's the most thought out for sure. I would have to really look at all of them to make sure I didn't miss any, but I can't think of any other cover art that was so well thought out. And just kind of like you kind of painting your picture of the industry. You know what I mean? Everyone's puppets. You don't get a really.
It's a true thing, like, cause that's really the idea of the cover. I'm like, cause it's a lot of artists that I know that's in situations where it's like, bro, these niggas really treating these niggas like puppets, bro, really holding niggas projects, careers and shit. So I just felt like I made a statement, you feel me, for everybody, like. All artists can relate to that shit. You feel me? I'm speaking up for us artists, bro, because at the end of the day, we the creators. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I did that cover for it. Really.
I love that. I didn't even see it as that deep. I thought it was just your interpretation of the industry when you're trying to send a message out there.
No, I was sending a message. You feel me? But I mean, like, everybody got their own, like, perspective of the cover. But that's the reason why I put that cover out. That's
okay. Now, with that being said, are you signed or are you still independent?
Independent right now. I mean, I'm under a distribution company, but you feel me? Yeah, I'm still independent right now.
Okay. How do you plan on moving, going forward? Do you want to remain? Are you one of them cats like, I ain't never signed in a deal, or are you trying to wait to get the right deal?
The right deal with me. I feel like if it makes sense, and, it looks right, you feel me? I'm end up, going with whoever, really.
I fuck with that, yeah. If it makes sense, absolutely. I recently just seen it.
I feel like us artists too, we need to work on and learning that, niggas gotta know their worth too. I feel like a lot of people just, sign deals just for the quick bag, but not realizing, like, you worth more than that bag that they giving you for real. You feel me? So,
Absolutely, and I think you having the production background and being a producer at your core, I think is always gonna like let you kind of control the room. You know what I mean? Or
yeah.
get what you want at that table. Is it hard for you sometimes when you make a beat and you're like, God damn, this shit's hard, but somebody else wants it?
Yeah, I mean, shit, that happens all the time, bro. Like, I know I make hella beats, so like, you know, it be some beats that I just feel like, you know, it's cool. Other motherfuckers be like, bro, this a fucking hit, bro. You tripping? Like, send me this shit. Like, okay, shit, here. If you feel like you can make a hit out of it, then shit.
Have you ever given a beat to somebody and then they were gonna use it, but then you were like, nah, I need it. Like, I ended up doing something on it.
Maybe, probably one time. Probably like back then, but nah. Anytime I make beats for anybody, and I'll be like, I'm gonna send it to you. Like, I don't ever like, oh, I'm gonna hop on it from me. I'll send it
Really?
to
Like,
them.
that's not hard. Like, for you, you don't ever go back. Like, all right, I
feel
gave.
like when I make beats all the time. Like I'm creative as fuck, so I don't ever like, you feel me? I'm gonna make a hard one. You feel me? Maybe that beat wasn't for me. You feel me? It
Okay.
was probably for this person. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
You ever go back, like, hit up, like, Chike or, like, Red Bull and be like, hey, man, you use them beats because them tag, you know, it's expiring. I'm about to, your lease is expiring.
Nah. Like, once I send the beat out, bro, I'm not finna ask for that back. Like, especially I got belief in the artists that I send the beats to. Like, I know they gonna make a hit. You feel me? I don't ever second guess and that stuff.
You know, it's one thing I'm picking up on you, and just from the way I've seen the industry speak on you, you seem to do right. Like, you just seem to do right by everybody. I've yet to see someone say some shit about you, you know what I mean, that's like from another artist, you know?
I mean, shit, you be surprised, bro. Like, it's, you know, like I said, it's a lot of animosity at the end of the day. As being an artist, you gonna have someone that's gonna hate on you for some reason. But any artist that came around me, bro, I ain't never really been no beef like that, bro. Everybody fucking me. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. I really see it. Like, it just seems like everyone who connects with you is out of a place of love, and you know, you end up being tight with them down the road.
Yeah.
So, do you got any collaborations you've done? You don't have to say who. Are there any collaborations you're sitting on right now that, like, you can't wait for us to see it? You're like, when that shit drops.
Should I play? Should I? You want? I could say one of them. I got some shit with 2 Chord.
Hey.
Yeah, 2 Chord. Me and 2 Chord. We did this song shit like a while ago. I'm gonna end up shooting a video with bro and everything too. Like, I just got set it up with bro and everything, but we got some shit.
Your shit too. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay,
we got some shit.
I saw True Car at the Game show. He did the Games concert here at the Novo recently. That motherfucker got some balls on him. He said, y'all want me to drop my shit, go tell Whack 100. And then he went backstage, and I'm like, bro, I know Whack 100's backstage, but not.
Never.
He had the crowd dumbass turn. He's a great live performer. Shout out True Car.
I fuck with 2 Chord, real nigga, man. On my side, like, he a real nigga for real. Like, all that shit, you know, like, people be, you know how, like, a lot of people put, like, their own perspective on how artist is, or they think, like, oh, this nigga that. 2 Chord really a cool nigga for real. I fuck with bro.
I haven't met him, but just from what I saw him on stage, he seemed like he was fun. Like, he's having a good time. He was joking with the crowd.
Yeah, my nigga be lit for sure.
Okay, well, I was going to allude to, because you have, to me, like, the best of both worlds. It's kind of what I was bringing up, how, like, you know, you're from Inglewood, been in the streets, you know people of the streets. Like, when I look at who you've worked with, Remble, Chike, it's like, all right, he's of L.A. But at the same time, you just seem to have such a great head on your shoulders. I attribute some of that to, I think, you having, you know, what sounds like great parents, like moms and dad both seems like they raised you right. Mm-hmm. But you went to music school, right? Like, you took the school route for a little bit.
I went to Hamilton High School, so like.
Oh, it's Hamilton High School?
Yeah.
Is that a music, like, high school?
So they got, like, you know, they got regular, like, you know, regular school, and then they got a music program. So I was in the music program, but I had some music classes, but, you know, most of my classes too was like regular school, like math, English, all that. But yeah, okay. I took the music side because, you know, my parents and my dad seen that I was really, you know, passionate about music, so they was like, you feel me? might as well just put you in a music type school. You feel me? Enhance your music in a way, or just get influenced by some shit. So.
Well, do you think it helped? Do you recommend that for other creatives or like
Hell
young
yeah,
cats?
I feel like if you really into music for real, I feel like you should like take that route, because you gonna end up meeting people that you damn near might work with in the future. You get what I'm saying?
I never thought of it like
I went
that.
to I was working with an artist, and I'm still cool with him. Like this like my brother damn near. Like I met him at Hamilton High School. His name is Pure Luxury. You feel me? I met bro.
That's where you met him?
Yeah, we
Y'all
went to
been
the same
working
high school.
together out the gates.
We've been working. We've been doing music since high school. Like that's how we really got known. Was really in the high school. Like everybody knew us as like rapping, making music and shit. So that's how I feel like that's like the best route for people that's trying to.
Because I knew an artist who went to the LA recording school, and I remember he was
Yeah,
like, "Man, that shit was a
homie too.
scam." He was so mad.
Yeah, I had a homie that went there too, and it's like, I already think it's whatever to me. Maybe to other people it might be like the best situation, but I ain't. I fuck with Hamilton High School for real. Like, that was the best music program.
No, I really think that like that you get the best experience from just doing it, from putting music out, from it getting bad reviews, it getting good reviews, meeting artists, building those relationships. All right, MCM Raymond, man. I say this to a handful of the artists I interview, but that's because I only interview artists I really believe in. If you were like a stock in the stock market, your shit's just been going up, dog. You know what I mean? It's been going up. You've had a couple downs maybe, but then it shoots right back up. Yeah. I feel like this is really like the end of this year, and then going into next year is going to be, a real big like step for you. Do you think this is going to be like your year?
Hell yeah. That's the thing with me, like, I'm real confident in what I'm doing, you feel me? And I feel like that's a lot of artists that's trying to, do music. You gotta be real confident in what you're doing for real. Cause if you're not confident about yourself and what you're doing, you can't expect other people to be, you feel me, like that with you. So it's like, yeah, I feel like, hell yeah.
Absolutely, bro. If you don't believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you?
Exactly.
I remember back in the day on MTV, Sway used to do this thing where Sway would name the 5 best rappers right now, and he'd do it like every month. And it was always a debate because it was around the time when like it was Lil Wayne and Kanye like ran the game. And I remember he had Common on, and Common listed his top 5 rappers, and he said like 50, whatever, somebody, Wayne, Ye, and then he said himself at number 1. And I remember being like, bro, Common, you are not the number 1 rapper in the game. But then he explained exactly what you just said. He said, if you don't believe in yourself, you know what I mean? Who is gonna believe in you?
Yeah.
So, project's out now. I almost said Man Crush Monday, dog. You probably would have. This motherfucker. You probably would have slapped the dog shit out of y'all. The project's out now. Man Crush Monday.
Green, dog.
What was most can't maintain? Was that always what MCM stood for?
No, it's really making cash money Raymond.
Oh.
That's what MCM stand for. I took the mini Can't Maintain. I just, played around with the MCM.
I didn't know that. It's making cash money Raymond.
Yeah.
Is that inspired by Cash Money at all, Wayne?
Nah, I just feel like, that's what I'm about, bro. I'm all about making money and shit. So I was just like, make cash money Raymond. That's what I'm about, making money for real.
I love
That's
that,
all
man.
I be on.
Well, I know as far as when it comes to music, you're going to be making money because you, like I've said it, I've alluded to it, you were a producer first. And I think every artist, my advice to any young kids, if you want to get any advice from me, is get into producing first. I think it's an easier bag to get. It's a bag, it's just a different bag. And then you can be an artist too. What advice would you give to the young cats, especially out here in LA, trying to be where you are?
Keep working. You feel me? Believe in yourself. Don't try to act like nobody for sure. Like, people not fucking with nothing I said, bro. Like, you gotta be authentic. Talk about you. You feel me? Talk about your own story. Don't just be going on here talk about nobody else's story for real. Like, I feel like people gonna fuck with you for you. You feel me?
That's a major key. You said talk about your story. Don't be talking about other people's stories. Yeah. That's a bar. That's like a real like that's some shit like 5 years from now.
But it's a true thing though, cause I don't know what it is, what a lot of artists is, but I don't know. They not if they like uncomfortable with talking about themselves, or they feel like people gonna look at them a certain way or something. Cause you know a lot of these artists, I notice, you know, a lot of people be trying to fit in. You feel me? But it's like people gonna really respect you if you really talk about yourself. Like, I swear.
Absolutely, and then it'll last longer. Like they can never pull your card.
They never gonna pull your card.
Yeah, because they can't. You know. All right, man. Man, literally every time now I want to say your name, I just like Man Crush Mondays will pops in my head. But nah, man. You said Making Cash Money Raymond, MCM Raymond. I'm excited just to see where your career goes from here. You've already been bubbling for years now, and this project to me is giving you like something where anyone who's like, who is, boom, like this is what I am. You know what I mean? From the cover art to the guest features to the production quality, it's all there. New project's going to come out next year, I imagine.
Yeah.
Are you doing the deluxe route? Are you gonna do what everyone did? Give us a deluxe of this?
Yeah, they just gotta stay tuned. Y'all gotta stay tuned for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a feeling. I you know what I mean? I feel like that's like almost like the given formula now. So put the record out and then hit them with the deluxe.
No, facts. Yeah, I see a lot of people doing deluxe. But you feel me? I'm gonna say stay tuned for real.
Okay.